Hello, foodies, and welcome back to FUT in Review, episode 694, or if James was hosting, 946. My name is John, and I'll be your host today. We'll talk about an extremely expensive SBC, and it's time for the first weekend league of the season. And of course, I'm not doing that alone. Joining me is the man, the myth, the legend, the man that, well, took my spot last week, and I had a hard time convincing him to give it back this week. But he is still here. Welcome back, James, aka Orlando77. Hi, James.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to our listeners. And it was a mishap, it was a schoolboy error. But good to be back, John. And good to have you back, most importantly.
It's good to be back. Thank you so much. We already recorded the show in between, so this is a little bit weird for the schedule. But just a heads up, I was not feeling great, and I was high on meds last week, and you took my spot last minute. The funny thing is, like I said to you guys when I started the show, you asked me before you started, which episode are we at again? I said like 692, right? And I listened back to the show a day later or something, but still high on medication. I was like, is he saying 924? What? It's like, okay, well, that could be, should be the maths. But then we got a couple of people sending us an email and a couple of people sending us messages. You guys do 300 shows a week. It's like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. So, no. And all seriousness, James, you did terrific, mate. Thank you for, well, picking up the pieces for me and taking my seat. But it is good to be back. And also back is none other than Mr. Blue. It must be, I don't know, even though it's far over his third appearance by now. You know him as Mr. Blue, the big Rangers fan among us. Might even be a bigger Rangers fan than Chris, but we'll duke that out later on when they both on the show. He's back. It's Graeme Homer. Welcome back, Graeme.
Thanks for having me back, John. Nice to see you again, James.
It's good to have you back. Guys, it's time for the first week league of the season. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about your highlights of players this week, which you guys been using. And of course, have you backed someone special in your week in FUT, I should say. And more important, the Mbappé Player of the Month SBC is here. The first Player of the Month SBC of the season. Did it come cheap? Is everyone going to get him? Or is it unobtainable? We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let me discuss the week in FUT.
This week in Football Ultimate Team.
And I'm just going to bring that teaser in because we all sorely miss Daniel, who is still part of the team and is, of course, still very much active on our active Discord community. But his schedule doesn't allow for too much recording. I want to ask you, James, if you would rate this week in FUT from 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 10 being amazing, what would you rate it and why?
Probably my personal experience, I would probably say 6 or 7. That's just due to the Gauntlet experience. Unfortunately, I keep winning 2 and can't get that third. And I didn't actually play it when the glitch was there, where you would just win 2 and you would get the certain player. So unfortunately, I missed that, and I just can't get it over the line. Unfortunately, I haven't really packed anything that much, but I'm not going to go down the route of play me the violin. It's been okay. Rivals has been okay. I got Ntike and I got Kanate, so that's a good solid link. I thought I had my champs team sorted until I got the Rivals reward, so I need to think about it, what I'm going to do. But other than that, it's been straightforward.
6 or 7 on the most hyped game of the year. Is that a good or negative thing? We'll find out. Great. Your week in Football Ultimate Team.
I was going to say 6.5, but if James is going there, I think I might need to go a bit higher. It's been good, not great. I managed to win 2 of the Gauntlet rounds, and as James sort of promptly dug me there, on the first round, I only won 2, but still managed to get the kudos card straight away. Disappointed with them. Rivals-wise, I managed to get my points, but I did get relegated to Division 6 after getting to Division 5. So it was a bit gutting there. Pack-wise, I got Saka, which is a good pull. Not got on with him well, but I did also get my first double walkout. I got Russo and I got Lewandowski. So,
nice.
Peaks and troughs, but it's good, but not great.
Which hero did you get from the pack? Because I'm assuming you did that one.
I've not done it yet.
You've not done it yet.
Yeah, I decided I was going to try and hold off doing any gamble ones where obviously I don't know who I was going to get. So I decided to do Thompson instead.
And do you already regret that, or is it all right?
I've not used it yet, but it was a bit forward
I've
planning.
not used her yet.
No, I was thinking forwards because we're getting Niamh Charles at level 20, and she looks pretty solid. She's got fullback plus, plays left back and right back. Millie Bright's out tonight, and she looks really good. I'd already packed Wrighton at the start, so she's really good. And then Thompson's an extra link again, so I was thinking ahead for future squad building with that one.
Yeah, I think that's safe. James, you got a certain special hero from that pack, didn't you?
I actually forgot about the Hero SBC, yes, and actually it was fairly good, I suppose. Lundberg.
Very
so that
good,
was-
I suppose. You're not
that
spoiled
was-
at all, James. No, it's quite all right, mate.
I was pleased, put it that way. It could have been a lot worse. I was pleased with it. I needed a left wing, so that suited that left midfielder. Sorry, so yeah, decent. What about yourself, John?
Yeah, same, Freddie. So, and took you a while to get the joke. You sent me a message like, "Look who I've got." I'm like, "Oh, I've heard he's extremely good. He's very good." And he's like, "Yeah, I think he is." Like, which did you get? I already posted my pack opening twice, but you didn't get that one until later. but I quite like him, honestly. He's very fast. He's quick on the acceleration. And I really like that card. Talking about liking cards, though, I want to know from you guys who has been your favorite player so far, the one you've used, or the one player you can't bear to watch anymore. Because I've seen some memes about certain players popping up in every single match. Let's start with Graeme.
At the moment, Lautaro Martinez, a bit biased because obviously I'm an Inter fan, but he's just so good. He's not like the world beater. He's not an Mbappé or whatever, but he's your dependable 7 out of 10 every week. His stats are just good all across. Not amazing, but just really good all across the board. And he's got Game Changer, which is such a great playstyle. You're not having to worry about the Trivela angles because he just flicks them off quite easily. Other wee fancy finishes he pulls off. It's absolutely brilliant. And I've got a new found passion for rounding the keepers well. I don't know what part of his stats must be his agility and balance, or whatever, but he's so good just getting at the keeper, nicking around him, tapping it in. It's been great so far.
Yeah, that's the original pick, though. I've not faced him. I think not even once, if I'm quite honest, so far. But that's I like that. Original there. Original choice. What about you, James?
Not so original. Pina's been really good. That's
Oh,
been
so
the
original.
talk of the community. I know, but of course I'm a Barca fan as well. I do use a lot of Barca cards. So yeah, she was decent. Her dribbling, her play styles that she's got for like 2 weeks of the game being out, it's pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just maybe shows you how bad my padlock's been or how bad my team is. So take that how you will.
Like Freddie Lundberg, you got Pina next to it. I don't think it's
Aye.
you're in a bad spot, mate. I'm not quite sure if I like your cam in your team specifically, but and the rest of the team looks cool.
Dybala, you talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about Dybala. Yeah, the one we can't mention on the show. So yeah, appreciate it. No, in all seriousness though, I think Pina is one of those cards you'll see in every single team currently, right? And I have to be honest, like I said on the previous show, when you're listening to this, is that I had Isaac on top, which I absolutely loved. I was working wonders for me. Then I was coaching some pro players, and I was like, what they do with Pina on top, and especially the low driven shot, that seems bonkers. Maybe I should get her, but I was just that late, so I bought her for like 39k, which is quite a lot, of course, for an 86 rated card. Currently, she's going over 60k when we are recording this. I don't know where it will end, honestly. But that card's worth it. She scored, and I'm not joking here, In 8 rivals match, how many? Let's see whoever gets closest. Graeme, how many goals would she have scored for me in 8 rivals match in Div 5?
I'll go 15.
James.
11.
Yeah, 43.
43. Wow.
Yeah. It's insane. Like double tap just goes in. It's been nuts. And matches are high scoring for me so far. I don't know if it's going to be the same in weekend league. Of course, we'll figure that out this weekend. But yeah, the amount of goals I'm scoring is just nuts. And you just hold L1, dribble past, or hold R1, and then just go that to the side. Most people just launch, just straight past. You double tap, you score. The good thing I'm noticing that not many people are quitting their matches. I don't know if that's the same for you guys.
I would say so. Probably, maybe that would probably do with bounties. Maybe not, or maybe.
Yeah, because they work so great.
Well, it could be score the last goal. It could be score a finesse goal. You just never know what the bounties are. So it could be a factor in that, John. I don't know. But a lot of people have been staying in my games as well. And it's been high scoring, definitely.
Yeah. For you, Graeme, did people leave you?
I think I've only had 1 or 2. It's not many at all. Maybe the bounties, maybe it's just that drive to try and get up the divisions quicker. But the games, as you said, they're quite high scoring, so you could go 2-0 up and instantly be 3-2 down. So I think there's no formation that's really overpowered that's saying, like, if I get the lead, you're not coming back. So people are sort of more inclined to try and duke it out a little bit more now than like previous years. If you went 2-0 down in a certain formation, you'd be like, I've got no hope of getting back. So I think with it just being a bit more balanced, people have more of a chance. So they're staying in to try and fight a little bit more.
That's a pretty cool thing, right? I've been leading or losing games 3-0, but still we're able to like get on back to 3-3 and like, this might actually get tense. I quite like that. It's more interesting than the other way around. Although there's been rumors already, and I've got sent an amazing mail. It's a big email, and I will check out the name in a moment, though. All about how momentum works, and if you're leading, EA makes sure your players are slower, etc., which in this game is very apparent, apparently. I'm not going to go into too much details, but it's like, yeah, this will explain all the 6-6 draws and stuff, actually. No, not really. But I quite like the email. I have to say, I printed that email out. It's 2.5 pages. So I do applaud them for actually sending in and doing all the research on that. But, I think it's just to do with people don't know how to defend just yet, to be honest. Talking about your most interesting players, there is a certain player out tonight we knew we'd get a Player of the Month SBC. So this is Friday evening when we record this, and it will be published publicly on a Thursday. So it will be a couple of days old when you listen to this. But Mbappé, the Player of the Month, has come out, and I said in all my wisdom that I would expect him not to be cheaper than 1.5 million. And then I got pointed out that the gold card actually is worth something about 3 million. So people like, can't be 1.5, John, because the gold card's already 3. Like, oh yeah. I will put it on screen, but James, you can announce it. How much is this Player of the Month SBC from Mbappé going for as we are recording this? How far was I off?
Well, as of recording, I believe it's about 4 million. It's 24 squads. You've got 9 squads with 98 rating. So that in itself is wow. You know what I mean? You've got 9 squads at 89 rated is crazy. And then I was right on the screen at the moment is 4 million. So that's a crazy price for 2 weeks into the game, having a big SBC. But I don't know about you guys or the audience, but it should be that way. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be too easy to get it. So it is a lot of squads, but maybe only your Batesons and that company could possibly try and get it done the first weekend it's out. But yeah, it looks a crazy high expensive card.
I mean, he's pointing at you like he's like, if you are the one that does it, you deserve this.
The aura is certainly there with that one, John.
4 million. Great. This is one of those SBCs you've been saving up for, right?
Oh, Real Madrid's my Spanish team, but no, I'll not be saving up for this at all. Just too much fodder for this time of the year for me.
How
Looks
many
like
89s do you have in your team? In your club even?
89s? 5 off the top of my head. So not enough. Even if I'd
Getting
done
close?
getting close, even if I'd done really well at weekend league for the next so many weeks and everything, I couldn't justify putting cards in. If I was somebody like a Bateson or whoever, the streamer that could put silly money into the game and that obviously afford it, then yeah, but as I'm not, it's just not for me at all. Like, as James says, like, there should be a level of like, obtainability and rewarding for like grafting or whatever, but just not for me.
You say if you would put money in, you would have. It's not easy to pack high-rated cards at all. You need a whole. How many 89s do you need again? I don't know if I
said
heard.
nine squads, John. So that's 9 squads, 89 rated.
Yeah.
And
So
there's also, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's only one gold rare at 90 rated, and that's Rodri,
yes,
I think.
which I do happen to have two on transfer list, so I will wait for tonight and sell it because everyone wants to do this one. No, of course not. This is crazy. I don't think we'll be facing this card a lot, but like you said, James, that isn't a problem, right? I think this is one of those. EA needs to push this card out because of their contracts with La Liga, but it's all right to make it extremely expensive because you could also buy the gold card for the same amount, right? It's fine, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the power curve to be tuned down and then everyone running an Mbappé in week 3.
Yeah, exactly, John.
Graeme, have you faced an Mbappé yet at all?
No, I've not faced him at all. I've not faced many. I think I've only faced Van Dijk once. A lot of the elite top tier players, I've not seen many of them. Even Pina, I think I've only came up against her once or twice, and
Seriously?
she's the meta. So, that said, there's got to be a level of the game where cards are attainable at the mid level, and then the elite cards have to be scarce. Because if we get to that point where every card's attainable again straight away, it devalues the market, devalues the game. What's left to really challenge for? Because I've seen a lot of people complaining that they couldn't get kudos because they couldn't win a tournament, and I was like, well, it should be for winning it though. Like, what's the point of winning a tournament and everybody still gets the same reward because they couldn't? But no, I've not seen them at all, and hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, I doubt we'll see that. And I think this is actually, like you said, I think it's a good thing. I also like the fact kudos isn't there for everyone. He's okay. No, he's actually a good card, but he isn't gonna be FOMO when you don't gonna have fear of missing out when you don't have that card, right? I quite like it that it's a sort of a boasting card. It shows off that you've done it. It's an okay card, definitely usable, but you're not missing out. It doesn't do to like if you have a Chiesa gold card currently, it's all right as well, right? So team wise, I think I quite like that. I like them to go even further in this direction. A certain amount of weekly league wins get you a special kit as well, right? Stuff
Yeah,
like that, just to show off that you've done well without having an impact on the rest of the community. I think this is a perfect example of that. I quite like that. I want to talk about the Gauntlet experiences, though, not only about Mbappe, but I don't know about you, but I felt like I faced Mbappe every single round. I don't know if it's the local matchmaking being off, but the teams I faced with a B squad in round 3, that was insane for me. Is that the same for you, James, or was it all right?
Yeah, I would love to say, yeah, Joe, every squad I faced, it must have been about 3 million coins, John. It really was. Icons I was facing as well. That's why I lost. That's why I couldn't win. I was facing icons. Left, right, and centre, let me tell you. No,
Let's play
the
poker with
teams,
James, though, because he's not having a great poker face there.
but the teams were average for me, for my matchmaking, just my experience, were just average. Pinas, I didn't face Mbappe once. So I didn't really face any scary squads. I would like to think that I faced really good players.
It's been great for me. You, Graeme? You won it twice, so maybe you can now
Uh,
say you did face insane teams.
I won it twice, and I think the last game I played in the first round, that team was stacked, and to be honest, he was just far better than me. Like I managed to keep close. I think it was like 2-2 up until about the 70th minute, and then he just ran all over the top of me as my team started losing stamina. But the other two rounds where I won each game, I found a lot of the teams really bad. That people weren't managing their squads right, so a lot of people, I've seen a few people with bronzes and silvers in their team, which because I'd made my
Seriously,
teams really. Yeah, I came across a couple of bronze and silvers because either people have not had the squad numbers, or they just went hell for leather, kept their best team for one of the earlier rounds or whatever, and just badly managed the squads, which left me a pretty easy game.
I
Well,
should I should see if I can make a VPN connection to Ireland to play these gauntlets. I have not seen a bronze player in real life yet.
um, well, look at the draw that you come
Me
across.
either.
You come across against a lot of pros, so um,
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but it is true. Because actually played some Division 5 rival matches versus friends from my own playlist that I know. Like, yeah, that name looks, oh, wait. And then I'll text him like, yep, that's me. Like, good luck, John. Thank you for this. So the local matchmaking seems to be working for me at least. But yeah, no bronzes for me though. I wish I had that experience. My opponents are those finely tuned, very optimized with chemistry cards on them, perfectly synchronized tactics opponents. So yeah, can't say I won it once, right? So I have kudos, but it was on the skin of my teeth. And did not quite like. I do like the experiences though. I built 3 teams. Is this your strategy as well? I made 3 teams, which I can just go through, and I will build upon those streams for the next gauntlets. If it's, of course, is the same restrictions. You did that as well, Graeme, or did you redo your team every single run?
I know about 6 teams. So about in the Liga, a La Liga, a Premier League, Bundesliga, and a Serie A, and I had my All England team for doing the silver ones. So I built 6 teams, and then I weighed up what one was the strongest one or what one I felt comfortable with. So I kind of was playing a bit of rivals with them all just to see how I felt against other people. And I came across that my La Liga, my Premier League, and my Serie A teams was my strongest one, so I stuck with them.
James, your strategy for a gauntlet?
I just built 4 teams, one being my main one that I didn't touch, and then 3 teams with just all the players in my squad. John, I did use bronzes, but I didn't start them. I just benched them. I used them for the bench. I would only have 2 gold cards on my bench, a striker and a midfielder, or a fullback that can play centre back and a midfielder that could play cam and striker. Basically, 2 utility men I would have on my bench, and then I wouldn't even do it by leagues. Just least my favourite players that I've used against my least favourite, and they were still all right. I still actually had a decent team thinking about it, but that's what my strategy was.
Yeah, I forgot that if you put players on your bench, you can't use them in the next round.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I
So
was
that's
like,
why I
oh, let's
just
put
used
Isaac
2.
on the bench and stuff, and we'll go back. And I was like, second team. Ooh. Okay, so
Oh
that sort of
God.
ruined my first attempt at the gauntlet. But hey, we live and learn. I do like the fact they put a really big red marker on it, and the way it's built and the way it's treated. I think it works quite all right, actually.
I agree.
Talk about all right. There's one SBC which I do want to highlight that came out today as well. It's been out for a couple of days when you listen to this, of course. And normally I don't really care about these SBCs, but it's a former final player. Not only a former final player, he was the former final player, the final captain himself. Hancko, David Hancko, has gotten an SBC 60k, 85 rated. I think the 83 rated card he has is actually pretty great. Now he's at Atletico Madrid. Graeme, is this a do or don't of, it's all right?
I've sort of to mid ground. The fact that he's got plus fullback sort of pushes him into that more little bit of a he could be a really handy card to have. I don't think I could get him on full chemistry. That just puts me off him a little bit. But he does look quite solid. He's got some really nice stats. So if you fit him in your team, then I'd say go for him.
Isn't this a great card to have for the next Gauntlet anyways?
Yeah, I'd have him for a Gauntlet if I could. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to hold off putting so many cards in SBCs at the moment, especially the gamble ones. So after the weekend league, if I get good enough rewards, I might actually just chip away at him because he would be handy to have in the squad.
James, do or don't?
Do. I think it's a good squad depth for Gauntlets. Over the years, in my opinion, with evolutions, we think twice now about a card. What I mean by that is, will we use them? Is it our favourite player? Is it going to be meta? And then secondly, is it going to be good for evils? Well, I think we should now think, well, a third reason, is it going to be good for the Gauntlet? Is it going to be good for extra depth? So on and so forth. I like the card. I think it's a good card. Defender Plus is decent as well. Centre back, decent playstyles as well. Pretty much got them all apart from intercept, block and aerial fortress. I think it's a nice card. Also, you would probably see in the Gauntlet that people are using defenders, centre backs at like 77 pace, 78 pace, even 74 pace. So I have the base sprint speed at 80 and then the acceleration 79. I think it's a good card. Definitely, it's cheap as well. 60k, 4 squads. Do it at your leisure. I think it's a good card. And then my final point is, if you used the moments, if I remember, at the start of the game you had a moments, and I believe it was 4 short passes and 2 shots on target, and then you would get a player pick of 5 players. One of the players that I picked was Rogeri, the left back, Atletico Madrid. So I've got him in my team. So that would be a good link to him, and I'd be able to put him on full chemistry. So if I was to use him, it would be full chemistry. I think it's a decent player, definitely.
That's a good shot. I don't have a La Liga team, so it doesn't make too much sense for me. I do have Griezmann untradeable from an upgrade SBC. So he fits, but I have to do him because, of course, he was the former Feyenoord captain for 3 years of a row. So he's got to be, like Graeme said, he has to be in my Feyenoord past and present team. So I'll get him for that. But before he's able to play him, it will take a while. But I do think, looking at this card objectively, it's a really strong card at this stage of the game. He's got all the right places. He can be left back or center back, so he's versatile. He's spacey for center defender. He has the strength for center defender. He's got the playstyles for the center defenders. Yeah, I quite like the 83 card, and I think this is just a better iteration for it. Plus, it looks absolutely amazing in card design as well. I'm almost inclined to say it's probably a must-do even. Like, even if you don't have it, just do it. And in contrary to the Mbappé card, this is actually really good value as well. But hey, how long do we have to do this? I think we also have a little time to chip away at it, right?
I believe we do, John. For the exact time,
no idea myself, honestly, but it's quite all right.
We've got a week to complete them.
A week, yeah.
So you could chip away them. The more we talk about it, the more I'm thinking that it's actually a must do.
Why? Because I'm so very convincing, or?
I was just double checking his stats there when you were scrolling up and down. I noticed he's got 85 reactions, 80 ball control, 80 composure, 90 strength, 80 aggression, and then all his defending stats are quite high as well. So the more
without
I think about
chemistry,
that's without chemistry, and the more I think about it, a week to go, he's only 60k, 4 squads. It's pretty much a must do, actually.
No, it's a good card, I would say. Yep.
Oh, I'm convincing today.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
I think you could convince me to do Mbappé though.
I can't.
Can I convince you doing Henry? Graeme, he looks like a good card. Jack Henry, very cheap.
No, he's on the banned list. Unfortunately, he used to talking about Freddie Lundberg, and I was like, that's one of the reasons why I can't do the hero one because he's on the ban list. Can't have any exotic.
You can still do him though.
No, he's banned.
Yeah, then if you get him, you discard him. Make a video of it. Get us some likes.
I might do it for that reason.
You're responsible now for it as well, Graeme.
Yeah.
because we have some news. Let's go in that one. We, of course, have a very close team at the Food Review, hosting squad. But like I said on the previous show, Nathan has got a newborn. Daniel has got a different schedule. Ingvi hasn't been feeling great lately. He's doing all right, but he's on the mend, so he's coming back. Artyom is really going to be busy in the next couple of weeks, amongst one things with coaching, of course. That means we're a little bit thinned out, at least the day crew. So I was thinking, who could we ask into our team that has, podcast experiences, that has been on events, that we do know, that is also from, the UK, because, that's where 85% of our listeners are from. Maybe we know someone. Without further ado, welcome officially as a host and a team member of the Food and Review team, Graeme. Welcome, mate. Good to
Thank you
have
very
you in.
much.
Welcome,
That means-
welcome aboard.
That means we'll be seeing you a lot more. That also means that we might involve you on other type of content. That also means you gotta do that a hero pack now, because if it is a certain someone and you have to discard it, that makes for good clicks for our channels.
And now the pressure's on.
You see, I am very convincing in this way.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, it's good to have you on board, mate. That means we get a little bit more flexibility on daytime shows as well. And as many requested, that means we can also have Shaq on way more often. And I think we can see a certain future combination of Graeme and Shaq on daytime shows if this all works out. So thank you for your feedback, and thank you, Graeme, for joining the crew.
No, again, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
It's grand to have you, and it's also grand to have you. And I'm looking at the camera now and thanking the listeners, because wow, your support has been tremendous lately. We got a lot more Patreon supporters on. I can't even name them all. The community is very active. The Scotland event, which I will promise to bring all the information about next week. Chris is just back from his holiday, so we're working out the last details. But the amount of people that are coming, we said we're gonna be at a match of Stenhouse Muir, and we'll do a hospitality there and stuff. I think we might actually sell out the stadium but if this keeps going ticking, because it's going to be mental. So instead of just walking into a pub, we might actually have to make reservations to rent out the pub by the looks of it. So that's going to be awesome. And thank you just for supporting the show, being in there with the community. We've got people in the community now that stop playing FIFA, but they just want to be a part of the community still, and that just means the world. So if you want to support us and join us in the community, check out patreon.com/FUT-IN-REVIEW. And from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say thank you so much for being on this journey with us. Talking about journey, the first weekend league of the year is here. We've got 2 weekend leagues, though, 2 types of champs. We've got challengers and the OG champs. I want to go from you guys, which are you going to play, or which do you have to play, and are you going to play? And more importantly, what are your expectations, so we can come back to this next week? Let's start with James, because you look a little bit anxious there.
I was just waiting for Graeme to go over it. So we've got the 2 modes, challengers and champs. I'm a bit anxious because of my Gauntlet losses. I'm trying to keep the reputation of playing good with your feet. So we've got challengers, and I believe that's Division 7 to Division 10. And I think that's 5 games. Is that right, Graeme? And you get the player picks and so on and so forth. Is that correct?
I believe it is. Unfortunately, I'm too high in divisions to play challengers, so I haven't looked too much into it. But I think it is
Right.
5.
So I believe that's definitely, and so it's just for. I think it's a good mode for people. Sometimes people can't get wins in foot champs or whatever. They can't get the rewards or whatever. So I suppose it's a good mode for newer players. I wouldn't want to use the word bad, but just players try to get on their feet, basically, no pun intended, and just go from there. And then also we've got FUT Champs, which is our bread and butter, of course, the 15 games against all the sweats in your region. So yeah, and then rewards. I don't think rewards are that good across the board at this present moment in time. So for that picks up, I would probably say draft is probably a good mode for rewards right now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I believe it started at 6 or 7 p.m. UK time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, definitely. I'll probably play, as I always do, most of the FUT Champs. So bring it on. What you do want to do, Graeme?
No, I want to know
for
where you think you
champs. That's
finish.
for champs. Or where I'll finish.
Yes, what is your expectation? It's going to be a sweat fest. It's going to be an easy victory for you. It's going to be 15 wins for you, or you're going to end up with 5. Where can we expect you to be, mate? And are you streaming it as well? No pressure. Okay, a little bit of pressure, quite honest.
I'll just go with the old footballer's answer with this one, John. Just take one game at a time. One game at a time, and we'll see how we get on. But jokes aside, I'll probably go between 7 and 10. I would really want that. I would like to do that. But historically, I don't do well in the first weekend league, and then I just going up and up and up the trend. So I'll stick my neck out and I'll go for minimum 7 wins to 10 wins. And just to let the audience know, I usually get between 8 to 10 wins, and I've got 10 a good couple of times. So that's pretty good for a tour player. So we'll take it step by step.
Did you just say it's pretty good for a toe player?
I certainly did, John. Glad you picked that one up.
Yeah, should have been quote of the week. Pretty good for a toe player. Well, to be fair, if I would play with my toes, I wouldn't get 1 win. So there's that.
Snap.
All right. Graeme.
Normally,
no pressure though, but we at least expect 10 wins now.
10 wins. Well, that's normally my average, but 10 or 11 wins. So realistically, I want to get that again, but realistically, I know first week in league's always really sweaty. It's really hard. So minimum I want's 5. If I can hit 10 or 11, I'll be happy. But this year, with there being rewards for every level win, rather than there being a break, is actually quite nice. So if I do hit 10 or 11, or even less, so be it. But at least we'll be rewarded for what wins we land on, rather than certain benchmarks.
Have you got your team sorted, Graeme?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to test another couple of formations out because I packed Saka and I got Kudos. I've been trying formations with left mids or right and the right wingers, and I can't get used to them at all. So I might just go back to my tried and tested 4-1-2-1-2. But I'll play a few more games tonight and I'll figure it out before I start.
That's dedication, though. I just pick my team and just go for it, and we'll see where we finish. I do like the fact that it's tiered with single wins now, though. I think that's a really great addition. Because even like last year, if you missed, I don't even know how the tiers was because I didn't play too much weekend league because of all the other things we had to do in the weekend. But it felt pretty horrible if you grind it all weekend, just miss out by 1 win to get to a certain tier, right? That's more or less gone now, which makes it a better experiences all from the get-go, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's a really cool addition. I'm expecting sweat, and I'm not expecting to finish more than 9 wins myself, honestly. I'm going to put the bar low because I definitely know that first weekend league can go all over the place. And if I face half of the teams I face in rivals currently, it's going to be hard. What about you, James?
Be interesting. I'm just thinking, John, it'll be interesting if you're ahead and your opponent quits. It'll be interesting if you actually get the win. So that'll be interesting to see.
I don't think many people will quit. That's the thing I'm afraid of.
I suppose, yeah.
Last question about the weekend league. Are you going to turn off crossplay or not, Graeme?
Yes.
You are. And Graeme?
Probably will, yeah.
And why is that?
Just avoid PC cheats. Seen a few of them already shown off their mod menus and everything, and seen the options that they have to obviously just do you over. Like, nah, I'll stick to obviously just Xbox players.
Pretty horrible way that it's still in the game, even after all the promises and changes they set. Yeah, I've been experiencing some as well, and it's not a good. It's just not a good experience that you can't move your players, for example. It's frustrating. But hey, I moved to PlayStation now, so maybe it doesn't even matter if I play crossplay or not to find a match. So curious to see how that experience is going to be. That's going to be one for me, and that's why I'm also thinking the pro players I face, of course, are on PlayStation. So after I turn off crossplay, I suddenly start playing a lot more local pros. I faced the same pro twice in one day, which for me does mean the local and the proximity based thing is very much preferred this year. I also have to say, I don't know if this experience is for you the same, but my connection, it's never been bad, ever, right? Just putting it out there. But like 8 ms, 6 ms, 5 ms, I have that very often this week. And I do think it's been improved, especially with the delay this year. James, how's that for you?
It's been so far so good so far, John. No complaints.
You
as well, James or Graeme, or
connection wise, like we were talking about this in the Discord, so another reason to join us in there. It's been pretty good. As I showed everybody, mine's is quite high. Like normally it's 99, 98, 97 that quality connection with EA, so especially since I moved to my new internet provider. So generally it is really good, but I have noticed the unstable connection flashing up quite often. So every now and then there's a few bits of delay, but generally my connection is really, really good.
yeah. Talking about connection, the reason why I wanted to mention it, we got someone on the Discord that said, I am so bugged out by this game because I just can't get a stable game in. And we recommended doing one of those ISP checks, which you can do through the AA connection website. And there we saw a lot of, I think it was jitter we saw, like Graeme.
Yeah, it was really bad jitter, yeah.
So we said, you should just probably just buy a cable, plug up a cable in, because it's probably Wi-Fi jitter. And he's now a happy camper and actually enjoying the game because it's been smoothened out. So that was he said that's an amazing $10 solution you gave us there. And hence again, this game is very unstable when you play it on not a very optimized Wi-Fi network. I think that's the difference is amazing. I can actually notice when my cable is out or not, even though my router's next to it. So just once more, please, if you have the option, just plug a cable in. Check your ISP settings, because it makes a massive difference in the experience. And I'm glad we could help him as well, by the way. Even though it felt like tech support.
Good. I think all gamers should play by cable, Ethernet, definitely.
Yeah, but although all the mobile games I play, I can't have a cable in my phone. So there's that.
In terms of mobile's a different ball game, John. But in terms of console and things like that, definitely get a wired, get Ethernet.
Yeah, I agree, of course. Anything else you guys want to add this week? I'm looking forward to joining to do the Weekend League. I'm very much looking forward to get the special card from Pina, which of course I won't pack, but still, please let it happen.
I'll let you know how she is, John.
Yeah, if you pack her, but your pack. Look, that probably might happen actually. One card I forgot to mention. Juan Sebastian Veron. So I packed him we got those points early this week, right?
So you kept that quiet?
Yeah, well, I didn't know.
GG's.
Kept quiet, but I packed that Veron card. He's a cam or CM. I use him as a cam because my midfield is solid, so I use him as a cam. His free kicks are amazing. Like the curve he can do on a free kick is just unprecedented. It's so much fun kicking a free kick with that card. I can almost bounce it from the inner side of the post into the goal now. It feels like old Pirlo style. You know, in FIFA 17, I think it was 16 actually, where you could point the cursor to curve the ball as well. You can turn the ball around. It sort of feels like he does that automatically when you take a shot. It's a really, really fun card. And it's been a long while since I've enjoyed using one of those icons which nobody uses.
Is
Well,
that dead ball plus, John?
I think it's a regular dead ball, actually. Because I have to check, but I think it was a regular dead ball. But even then, it was really cool. Let me just quickly check that for. He's got incisive pass plus. You definitely notice that, and a regular dead ball on his play. But he just has 84 curve, so it doesn't feel that good. But that's been insane for me. Really cool car. He does have 91 shot power though, so maybe that could be why it spins so much. But he is 120,000, 130,000 coins. Might be one of my favorite cards so far, and I've not seen him used ever as well. So quite fun to use that one. So go check that out. I don't have anything to add. You guys want to give some golden spoiler or golden tip to one of the guys or girls listening to the show before we head off into our first weekend league?
Take your time. Patience is key. Don't rush into game after game. Play your game. Good, bad, is any different. Take a 5-minute break, have a drink, go for a walk, then go to your next game. And while you're in game, slow everything down. There's a great old wrestling phrase, which is that if you think you're going slow, you're not going slow enough, and go slower even more. In game, just take your time. There's no point rushing it because you'll just lead to more mistakes. So time, patience.
It's a good shout though, and especially when I see the coaching match this week, the pace is so extremely high what people play. So your opponent passes forward, you go into that same pace. When if you just slow down, you probably intercept and just see the open spaces from that. Also take a second to pass in your backline, because the amount of mistakes I've seen being made by backline players just passing the ball blindly into some attacker that's running forward has been doing my head in on the coaching sessions this week. So there's that. Talk about coaching sessions. Don't forget, we are currently running a FUT coaching sponsored promotion here. You can use the code FUT in review, I should say, 15 on futcoaching.com for a 15% discount. Runs until halfway of October as well. So FUT in review, 15 for a 15% discount on anything futcoaching.com. Guys, thank you so much, Graeme. Once again, welcome to the team. James, thank you for holding my seat, and welcome back on the other seat. Maybe you guys can combine it anytime soon. That leaves us just with one thing left to do, and that is to drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
U T in review.
That's what I forgot last week.